So today is the day where I officially start cold calling for my agency. I've not reached out to any prospects as of yet, and I actually joined my agency program back in January. Since then I've just been working on the systems, working on my website, working on my branding and all the rest. But now I feel like I'm ready to start the cold calling. I just have to get it over and done with. I just need to rip the band-aid off already. You know that you have that big task to do, but you want to put it off as long as possible, and you pretend like you don't actually need to do it, but you do. What I'm going to do right now is get together a list of prospects and start cold calling them. The purpose of this cold call will be to basically secure a meeting with them. It is almost 10 to 5, which means I don't have a lot of time considering lots of businesses tend to close around this time. But I'm using today as a little bit of practice before I kind of really get into it tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get at least 5 calls done in this time. Fingers crossed. I think what I'm going to do is use my Go High level number. Hopefully I don't get charged. Okay, so I've got the number here. I don't need my phone for this. I definitely don't want to get blocked by anybody.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person you are calling is unable to take your call.
That's not a good sign.
Please leave your message after the tone.
I'm just going to put a note in this one to see that they didn't answer. I think I'm going to call the mobile numbers first. I just feel like when there's a mobile number on there, it's usually managed by the business owner, so you're not going to really have much of a chance to bump into a gatekeeper. When I say gatekeeper, I mean like a receptionist or somebody who's answering the phone on the decision maker's behalf. Okay, so this person also did not answer. I'm so tempted to just give up at this point, because I think, is there really any point? The majority of businesses are going to be closed at this time. But at the same time, I'm using that as an excuse not to call them. So I am going to call them.
Hi, dear. I'm sorry we've missed your call.
Oh dear.
Hello.
Hi, is that AC?
Hello.
Hello? 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 Hi, is that AC?
No, it's AC Social Brother.
Oh, right, okay. Is AC around?
Yes, can I ask who's calling?
Oh, it's not Sheen.
No problem. I can get him. He's not here at the moment. We have this set up sort of virtually. Do you want me to send you his mobile?
Yeah, that would be great. I can just... yeah, sorry, I can just make a note of it now if you've got it. That's great. What was your name, sorry? Thanks, Sufyan.
What's this in regards to?
Oh, it's just personal business. Okay, thank you for that.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks, bye-bye. I've got the guy's direct number. If I am able to onboard this client, they might be a big one, because when I'm looking at their website and everything else, it looks like they've invested some good money, which means that they may be open to the idea of advertising their services through social media. Trying to be healthy by drinking these smoothies.
Hello?
Hi, is that AC?
Yeah, can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, it's Nosheen. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Not too sorry, I don't know who it is.
All right. Okay. Sorry. So I was just calling because I got your number from your brother Sufyan.
Okay.
And it's in regards to well, to be fair, would you mind if I just took 30 seconds to tell you why I called, and if after it doesn't make sense, we can just hang up? Does that sound fair?
Preferably, yeah, please.
No worries. Okay, great. So, I'm a lead generation consultant who works with small to medium-sized clinics like yourself to generate high-quality leads and book patients straight into your calendar every month. The type of clients that our agency typically works with are clinics who struggle to maintain consistent bookings every month, or who are losing business to local or low-cost competitors. Or finally, clinics who are just frustrated with the lack of results from their existing marketing team or agency that they're working with. Do any of those sound familiar to you?
No, to be honest with you, it's probably the opposite. I think we're, alhamdulillah, we're flying at the moment. I think the clientele you've got is probably because of us.
Oh, that's good. That's great to hear, alhamdulillah. So would you say that at the moment you don't really have capacity to take on any more clients?
We've always got capacity. We can always take on more capacity. If I'm being completely honest with you, I'm guessing, did you get it off like TikTok or something?
No, I came across your business on social media. It was on Instagram, actually.
Okay, you know
Yeah.
what to do? I'm gonna do a little U-turn for you here. My brother's actually the better person to speak to. He does everything behind the scenes.
Ah, right, okay. Because I've seen the content on your social media, and you're kind of like the face of the brand.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm the face, but I deal with everything in-house.
Okay, right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
My brother's the one that deals with everything behind the scenes, anything to do with obviously what you're calling about.
Okay.
Stuff like that, my brother deals with.
Right.
That's
Okay.
why it's funny, I'm just gonna do a little U-turn. Because I've got no idea even if you go ahead. I don't want to waste your time explaining what
No,
to me.
of course. No, I understand. So what I was thinking was, if I could potentially like maybe share some ideas with you in terms of what I think would help your business kind of scale. I could do that over like a 15-minute call, but as you said that your brother's kind of the one who deals with that side of things, is he the kind of person that would ultimately make the decisions in terms of business, or would that be something that you both kind of do together? Sorry?
Anything like that, he sorts it all out and then he just runs the files. As long as everyone's good with it, yeah, we're good to go. But to be honest with you, we don't really have any issues like that, if that makes sense. It's kind of just like, yeah, cool. If you think it works, go for it.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay. So your brother Sufyan, right? He's the right person to speak to.
He is correct, yeah.
Okay, right, no worries. So, can I just confirm? Is it the clinic number? Is that the best number to get him on?
That's the best number for him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best number for him.
Okay, no worries. Well, thank you so much for your time, AC.
Okay. No worries, no, that's fine.
Okay, take care. You have a good day.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, bye. Bye.
Didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. I just assumed that he was the one behind the operations because he's more active on social media. He's kind of the face of the brand, so I just assumed that he would be the right person to speak to. He could have just said that to get rid of me, though. Hi, is that Sufyan?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sufyan. I called around like 5 minutes ago. It's Nosheen. I wanted to speak to AC. I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
Yeah, so I spoke to your brother AC. He actually referred me back to you. I was just wondering if I could take like 30 seconds of your time, just to go through the reason why I called, and if after it doesn't make sense, we can just hang up. Does that sound fair?
No problem.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. So I'm a lead generation consultant who works with small to medium-sized clinics like yourself to generate high-quality leads and book patients straight into your calendar every month. The type of clients our agency typically works with are clinics who struggle to maintain consistent bookings every month, who are losing business to local or low-cost competitors, or finally like clinics who are just frustrated with the lack of results from their existing marketing team. Now I spoke to AC and he said that that's kind of the opposite for you guys and business is actually doing quite well. But he did say that you're always looking to take on more clients. So I was just wondering if that's something that you'd like to discuss.
Yeah. What sort of method do you guys use for lead generation? I've actually done lead generation before.
So the method that we adopt is it's actually tailored to the type of clients that we work with. So it is like a bespoke service. But what I can do is go through some ideas. I could share some ideas with you over like a 15-minute call, like a virtual call, if that's something you'd be interested in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What would be the best time for you?
Ideally, could I get it booked in for Thursday?
Thursday, yeah. What time on Thursday? Morning, afternoon, or evening as well?
What time are you guys going to be open to?
Yeah. So I mean, I have a team behind me, but it will be myself that's taking the call. So I usually around kind of working hours are around 9 to 5. But if obviously you're not able to do that time, I'm flexible.
Okay, no problem. Thursday afternoon sounds good.
Yes. Does 1 o'clock sound good to you?
Yes, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Can I get your email so that I can send you a direct calendar invite?
Yes.
I think I've already got that. Okay, right. So I can just send it to that email. And will that get picked up directly by you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no worries, Sufyan. So I'll get that booked in for Thursday at 1 p.m. I'll send that invite over to you now. It should go through to your inbox, but if not, just check your junk and spam because sometimes it can fall into there.
No problem.
Okay, well I'll see you then. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, no worries. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. I've got a call booked in. So that cold calling session, although it was quite short, I think I called around 4 businesses in that time, and I managed to get 1 booked meeting. But this is the issue. I'm struggling to send this guy a calendar invite for the meeting. And the meeting's supposed to be this Thursday, which is in 3 days. When I've looked into the issue, I thought potentially it was my server, something to do with my emails. But it's actually something to do with their company emails. Apparently they have something like an SPF record that's missing from their DNS settings. I can't send him any emails to that email address, so the only thing that I can actually do is send him an SMS message through Go High Level, which I've done. Don't know if he's received it. I think I might have to follow up with him tomorrow on another call, tell him what the issue is, potentially ask him for another email account that I can send the request to for the meeting. Because one thing I've learned is unless someone's actually accepted the meeting request, you don't have a confirmed meeting with that prospect. Tomorrow I plan to do a more intense cold calling session, but in the morning what I plan to do is understand how to use Go High Level. I've had issues with my calendar on Go High Level. So I've actually imported a snapshot which includes calendars that have already been created for an agency. So you've got like an intro calendar, demo calendar, onboarding call, meeting, strategy session, everything that you kind of need from a cold prospect to like a signed client. I've got all the calendars in Go High Level, but for some reason I can't use them. So they don't actually appear under the calendar section. I've already had a call with the support team from Go High Level, and they don't really know what the issue is. I've tried to re-import that same snapshot to see if it was an issue with the way I imported it, but that doesn't seem to have worked. I've been waking up early around 4, half 4. I wake up early to pray, but then I kind of start my day because I just feel like there's no point of going back to sleep. I kind of be full of energy once I've prayed. So, you know how people say they're part of the 5 a.m. club? I'm kind of part of the 4 a.m. club, if there is a 4 a.m. club. So I'm an early bird now. And I actually prefer it. You have more hours in the day to just get shit done, you know? And I think that's important for me now. But with me trying to run my own business and just get things done by myself, there's only one me. So it really helps. I'm going to get both of these down for gains. If you want to know how I make this, leave a comment below. I might make a video on how I make this particular smoothie. It's so delicious and it keeps me full for like half the day. So I'm back in the office and the plan is to start working. It's now 10:40, a little bit of a late start in the morning, but it's been kind of productive anyway, so it's fine. What I'm going to do is spend the next 2 hours or so doing lead sourcing. So I'm going to find prospective clients to reach out to, and then from 1 till 3 I plan to actually do more cold calling. And hopefully today I can get through to the guy that I spoke to yesterday, who confirmed that he wanted a meeting. I just need to check if he's got another email address or another way that I can get this meeting booked and locked in. It's been a long day today. I have spent most of the day trying to get through to Go High Level team about my calendar issue. I also spent quite a bit of time lead sourcing, and I've just done about an hour of cold calling. This cold calling session did not go great. Majority of people were actually quite nice, but I would say one guy was probably a little bit rude in the way he was talking to me, which I didn't quite appreciate. But at the same time, you just kind of have to just like get past it and just not take it personal. I mean, a few people may have potentially been interested, but they were just like, we're at full capacity, like we don't need any more patients. And there was one lady who may potentially have been interested, but like with a budget of £130 a month, and that was for Google Ads. And she was saying that she wasn't really getting much back from that. And I was thinking, yeah, no shit, lady. £130 a month for Google Ads is crazy. So where I am currently, I've done some research on Flowsy basically. And I think that Flowsy may be a better option than Go High Level. Go High Level was useful for the whole cold calling situation because you can buy a number in Go High Level rather than using your own personal number to cold call prospects. But they charge you extra for that, so it's not included within the subscription price. It just works out to be so much more expensive. You have to kind of buy, I think it's like $10 to $20 worth of credits every time your credits run out. I want to say yesterday I made around 15 calls and it already used up like 1 cent, which is a lot because I'm just thinking, okay, if I continue and I'm doing like 100 calls a day, that money's just going to rack up. Whereas if I got a pay-as-you-go SIM card, put it into a different phone, have like an actual mobile phone for my business that I can take everywhere with me, that would work out much better for me. It's going to be cheaper. Like, I found a SIM card on ID Mobile, which is actually quite a decent network if you're in the UK. I think it's just a UK only network anyway. My brother is on this network. It is pretty good network. And they have like their cheapest pay-as-you-go SIM card. You get unlimited minutes, unlimited text, and 1 GB of data. Having the unlimited minutes is going to come in handy for the cold calling, and I don't need to pay anything extra apart from £6. So it's worth it. More worth it than Go High Level anyway. Another reason why I don't want to use Go High Level anymore for cold calling is because I'm having people return the calls. So, you know, when I've been reaching out to a prospect who hasn't answered, it's gone to voicemail or whatever, they've tried to call back. Now, when that person calls back, it's coming through to my direct number, which is fine. But then when it says press a key to accept this call, so I press a key, but then it doesn't accept it, it just cuts the call off. That's the first thing. When I say it's buggy, it's definitely quite buggy. At least in my experience it is anyway. I just don't think it's as simple to use. I'm always looking for the most user-friendly way of doing things, the most simple way of doing things. So when that prospect calls you back and you don't answer, Go High Level basically sends them an SMS. This is automatic. It's not something I set up. I can see the message here. It says, "Hi, this is my agency name. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help?" And it's sending this to landline numbers as well, not just mobile numbers. Unless I've specifically added it on there myself, it shouldn't be doing this. Now that person knows I'm calling from a social media based business and isn't going to answer when I call back again, or is going to probably block my number. So that's a bug that Go High Level needs to fix. I don't know how to remove it. I just don't find Go High Level as user friendly as I thought it was going to be. I think because it's got so many different functions, they all kind of sometimes clash with one another and it really becomes quite buggy. Somehow one thing won't work well as another, whereas from looking at Flowsy, it just seems to be a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more simple to use, and it's probably because it's been created by people within the agency space who run their agency in a certain type of way, whereas I think Go High Level is more for different types of businesses. I've not actually tried Flowsy yet, but I've watched some YouTube videos. They do have a YouTube channel, so if you want to check them out, I will link their YouTube channel below. When you watch their YouTube tutorials, you just realize how simple everything is to use. Their website templates look a lot better than the ones on Go High Level. Everything just looks a little bit more professional, clean, sophisticated. I'm selling myself on this. They've created something which is quite different to anything out there. And I mean, Go High Level is also very unique in its own way, but it's just too technical. I just feel like the amount of people that are going to be using this are not going to find it user-friendly. Whereas Flowsy just looks a lot more simple to use, and I'm all for simple. Like, whatever gets me there the quickest, in the easiest and fastest way possible, that's what I'm going to choose to do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What you doing?
What am I doing? Just waiting for you.
How was the meeting?
You know what? It was okay. She went through very much the basic stuff of what people use Flowsy for, which is like building website, creating like a funnel. She just went through like the small little features. So she said that basically you can create a link in bio for your social media as like a landing page that you direct prospects to. So that could include your actual offer. She went through how to create a website, how to set it up, how to then connect it to your domain and to your hosting platform. I just basically asked her, because my website is on WordPress, can I transfer it over onto Flowsy? As far as she knows, there's no option to do that, but they're going to look into it. Hopefully there is, because right now I'm paying quite a lot. I'm paying for like my WordPress website.
How much is WordPress?
God, I think it was like 150 or something for the full year. No, it's for the full year, but still, it's still quite a lot, isn't it? We're already using Flowsy. It's kind of free, you know. Girl math tells me it's free. Because we're already paying for Flowsy, right? We're going to be using it like to manage our clients. If I have my website on there, I'm saving money.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
But I was just wondering if there's a way of transferring it, because that'll just be quicker,
100%.
right?
But I don't think there would be, because
Probably
you're paying
not.
a subscription.
No, because with Go High Level, they've got that option. You know, where you can...
Yeah, but with Go High Level, you're also spending a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Flows, it's a lot cheaper. Where you're just going to be paying, what, £38? Is it £38?
Yeah, it's like... well, for us it is. That's like a bespoke pricing for us.
A month.
Yeah.
For everything. And then obviously when you get more clients, even if it does go up, you can afford it.
Yeah, exactly. It's still
and
worth
it. Only
it.
goes up to like, I think 48.
Yeah, it doesn't go up to
something
much
silly.
more. Yeah, I think it's only like £10 more or something.
Yeah, something silly like that.
Yeah.
So I think it makes sense for you to do it on here. I mean, obviously you've asked the question. Let's give it a day or two, see what they say. While then you can do your other actions, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
I can indeed.
So we can look at templates over here. So she was saying that she would recommend this one for agencies, but there's lots of different ones. This camera is so heavy. Good afternoon. It's now Monday, so it's the following week, and it's a bank holiday. So the office building is fairly quiet. I thought I would come in, get quite a bit of work done, and yeah, just grab the bull by the horns. I have already done about 3 hours of work, so I spent around 3 hours sourcing leads for cold calling. Yeah, it took me 3 hours to get down 20 prospects, but I was quite particular about the type of prospects I wanted to reach out to. I didn't want to just reach out to anybody whose business was coming up on Google. So I did take a bit of time to do research on each and every prospect. Looked at their website, looked at their social media, tried to find them on LinkedIn, looked into the type of services that they offer, because I am going after businesses that offer high ticket. It's a long game, like prospecting, finding leads, it takes time. So it's now the next day, it's 2 p.m. I spent this morning cleaning up my social media profiles for my personal brand, just making them look a little bit more professional, more relevant for my niche and the service that I'm offering. I also started watching the outreach module within Agency Accelerator, so I've watched around 4 episodes already. The one thing that I will say is all these different methods of outreach can become quite confusing, because right now there's so many. So I don't know which one to focus on. I don't know which one's going to get me the best results. I think I'm going to focus on 3 different methods of outreach. Maybe try them out for about 3 months, see what kind of results I get, and then switch my strategy if that doesn't work. I'm going to focus on cold calling, cold email, and reaching out to people through LinkedIn. The cold email, I will use Lemlist. Cold calling, I'm thinking of getting someone from Fiverr to generate me quality leads, like probably around 1,000. For LinkedIn, it's just a matter of reaching out to the right people. There might be people within the lead list, but when I did use Apollo, it provides you with LinkedIn profiles of leads. So I do have that, which I didn't have to pay for, that was actually free. I might start by reaching out to those people first, but the best way to actually reach out to a prospect is by engaging with their content first. Once they kind of build an interest in you as a person, that's the best time to actually reach out to them. The last thing you want to do is come across as a salesperson. You need to provide free value, so that's what I'm going to try to do. A lot of people who are promoting starting your own agency are trying to make it out like it's the easiest thing to do. It's really not. Now it's everywhere, like become an SMMA agency owner. So you have more competition now, which means you have to stand out, which means you have to put in more work in terms of outreach, getting people to respond to you. It's not easy. A couple of times I've had to sit down and think to myself, am I cut out for this? But I think every business owner has that conversation with themselves at the very beginning. Getting your first client is going to be the hardest milestone to overturn. Once you get your first client, things should hopefully get easier, I would assume so anyway. Right now, I'm even at the stage where I'm thinking that in the next month or so, if I don't manage to sign a client, what I would do is probably provide my service for free, Maybe reach out to potential prospects within like a Facebook group and be like, look, I want to help 5 business owners who are struggling to get patients through the door. In order to do that, I'm only going to request that you provide me with a testimonial at the end of this, especially if I've provided you with great results. Something along those lines. Gosh, you know what, I can see my camera battery is flashing right now. I've just prayed and now I'm gonna go to sleep. But I just wanted to conclude my day. It's not really been a great one, to be fair. I was productive during this morning, but then my energy levels dropped pretty much straight after lunch. So I ended up having a nap. Did manage to do a little bit of work after that, but it wasn't enough for me to feel like I'd actually accomplished something. I'm not like going to shoot myself in the foot about it because I know that this is part of the process. There will be days where I don't achieve what I set out to achieve. There's going to be days where I just don't feel like myself. There's going to be days where I struggle. This is part of the process and I just have to kind of learn to be kinder to myself. So as hard as it is, I know that there probably will be more days like this. I just have to try to get through every single day as best as I possibly can. Let's just pray that tomorrow is a better day. And I think it's really important that if you are on any kind of journey, whether you're starting an agency, whether you're starting any type of business, interacting and connecting with people who are in the same industry or same field as you, who are on a similar journey to you, is really important, because then you feel like you're less alone. Because when you're doing it on your own completely, it's really difficult. You lack motivation at times, you don't want to get up sometimes, you just don't want to give yourself, you just don't want to give your 100% every single day. And that person is basically there to be that driving force behind you that's pushing you to achieve your goals. That's one thing that I'm so grateful for that this agency program has given me, is an accountability partner who will keep me accountable for every time that I slip up and fall, and will just make sure that I'm in the right direction every step of the way.